Alright Tom, I've got a lot to talk about in my video since I haven't been able to talk about anything besides Twilight in my last 2 videos. So I'd like to just jump right into this thing and say, first things first, it's time to cook me some meats. As you probably know, I'm one of those people that can't function without food in my system, and considering that I haven't had lunch or dinner, it's time for me to do that before I go completely insane. Although that would make a good video blog entry, just not today's entry. Bwat 1! I'm done with Twilight. Yeah! Bwat 2. So I took your advice, and after seeing that a bunch of the comments on the Twilight song were pretty positive, I went and put it on Dig to see what would happen, and I got my first video blog video that was over 100 views. And this achievement was swiftly crushed by Bwat number 3, which was your video, which also got 100 views, and faster than mine. But I mean, I can see why. I mean, if my Twilight video was a 100 views video, then your Exterminating Song video is at least a 400 or 500 views worthy video. I mean, it's got charm, action, wit, special effects, overlaid audio, and I mean style and pizzazz. All things you naturally possess more of than me. Not to mention the fact that it's really catchy. So catchy. Daleks are supreme. My favorite part is the "there's something on my eye" part. I've caught myself actually humming that part in the middle of class. There's actually a sub-Bwat here. Your video makes me kind of jealous, because it's the kind of quality that I think might be attainable by my videos, content-wise, but not visually. You've got widescreen, now you've got some sort of new movie making thing. I can only put one audio track at a time in mine, and it is always occupied by the video audio track. You put special effects in there? Now I've got to admit that was really cool, the lightning bolt thing hitting all the action figures. I think the extent of my special effects business is something like... Hold on a sec. Alright, I just needed the lighting right for this one. This is probably the extent of my special effects work that I can do on this camera. You've got to admit that's kind of bad compared to your stuff. Plus I don't have microphones, good lighting, or the fan bassist you do. Although that does bring me to sub-Bwat. Thank you for your suggestion to put a video on Dig or Reddit, as it definitely helped my view count. Next Bwat! See, I remember there was a video where you talked about Star Wars things, but I can't remember exactly what, except that I was going to say something in reply to you, but I couldn't because I had the Twilight Punishment video coming up right after that one. And since I'm a little bit too lazy today to go back and actually look at that video, I'm just going to say a few scandalous things about Star Wars. Like, yeah, I agree with you, Revenge of the Sith isn't actually all that bad. Still wouldn't rate it number 2 though. And how about something else? I don't like Ewoks. Next Bwat, I'm kind of interested in buying a car. Which car? This car. The only problem is everyone I know that has actually dealt with a car like this, i.e. old and needs a little bit of work, suggests that I don't buy it, and I very much value their opinions. Plus it's not actually running right now. Unfortunately, this isn't exactly the kind of car you buy with your head, but I'm also against deciding things without using my head. Therefore my decision to or to not buy this car has been sort of a roller coaster ride. For example, last night I thought, oh man, I'm going to be buying this car by tomorrow. And right now I'm thinking, this car is a flight of fancy that I shall gently blow away. So besides video bloggery and classwork, that's the only thing occupying my mind right now. And it's doing a very good job of occupying it. I think my occipital lobe right now is giving quarter to the idea of a full transmission swap. I really wanted to ask you and any video bloggery watchers for advice on what to do, but to be honest, I've asked for advice from a lot of different people from a lot of different areas of my life, and I've kind of gotten a conclusion already. But if you want to give me your input, feel free to comment anyway. You can find more about the details of the car and the pros and cons I feel about buying it at the blog, xdhug.blogspot.com. Next Bwat. Bones! I got Bones Season 1 for fun just to kind of have a look at it, and I really ended up liking it. Not really as a series as a whole, but I definitely liked from episode to episode. Anyway, if you've seen it, give me your thoughts on that. Next Bwat. My summer classes are really accelerated, and therefore stressful, and so that is sort of munching its way into my life right now. Almost to the point where I wasn't able to record this video, but then I remembered what happened last time I had to do a punishment, and then filming was quite easy. Final Bwat. You need to post your next video by noon on Saturday, and if you fail, you owe me a 2,000-word essay on why I should not buy the 1974 260 Datsun Z, which will be a persuasive argument concluding in which car I should be buying. See you on Saturday, Tom. Until then, I will be eating lots of ice cream.